Okay, we're back with another training session Today we are focusing on lower body work. We're going to be doing some light to medium intense plyometrics. We're then going to go into our strength work, which is going to be squats, working up to a heavy, see what we can do with that. Heavy single or double, triple, whatever we can. And then we're going to go into some back up sets. And then we're going to do our jumps. It's a weird way to do it. Normally we do our jumps before the squats, but today we're going to try out something different. We're going to try doing our squats first to work on that max strength, because that's our main goal anyway at the moment. So we're going to work on that first, see how we feel, and see how everything works out. See if I'm stronger in the squats, because normally when I do my jumps first, my legs are pretty cooked, not cooked, but pretty sore and exhausted from the squats. I'm still managing to get good squats in, but I want to see if I can get better max strength work in with not doing the max effort jumps. But obviously we still do the light and medium intense plyos. We're trying out the warm up, working on a little bit of reactivity, getting the nervous system going, so they're still good. But sometimes the max jumps are, a max effort, so you tire you out a bit. Yeah, so we're going to go into squats, then we're going to do some broad jumps as the jumps, we're going to go into some accessory work. We're going to do some high step ups, which I really like, and then some calves, and I think it's hips today. I need to check the program, I think that's what it is. So yeah, we'll just get right into the workout. Okay, we're on to our light plyometric work. These are just good for the little warm up, get the ankles nice and warm, get the legs going before we go into our higher intense plyos / jumps / strength work. It's just a really good way to get the body warmed up instead of just doing like the standard dynamic warm up. I do a little bit of that to start with, but I like to do light plyos, gradually increase intensity plyos for like my main warm up anyway. So we're just going to do some double leg pogo series, just jumping in different kind of angles with two legs, just getting the ankles moving differently, getting a little bit of elasticity working at the same time. Now we're moved on to like kind of medium intense plyos, trying to be nice and rhythmic, nice and quick off the floor with these, just some hurdle jumps, just set up some boxes, just try and jump nice and quick, trying to be nice and explosive, nice and reactive off the floor, because it's something I'm not very good at, is being nice and quick and explosive, and also being like quite reactive. So that's why we're trying to work on hurdle jumps at least once a week. So we just got 2 hurdles here, just trying to jump nice and quickly off the floor and over them. You're similar to me and you struggle to be like quick off the floor like what I just said, then yeah, these are an absolute must in your program. You don't have to do hurdle jumps, even just drop jumps. It's just like one of these, to be honest. Just jumping nice and quick, reactive off the floor is so important. Just have to be more reactive and a little bit quicker, which is really important for sports and if you want to get athletic in general. Okay, we're on to our squats now. We're ready to do our first working set of squats. We're going to hit, this is 150. My best for squats is 155. So what we like to do with our main lifts is always work up to a top set of like a single, double, or triple. So today we're going to aim for a single of 150. We're going to see how it feels. Maybe we can do a double or a triple. I don't know. We've never gone for more than 1 rep, 150. But we might try the first rep, see how it feels. If it feels comfortable, we might even stop and try and go for a PB today, because my legs feel good. We've done our warm-up sets. Everyone's feeling amazing. So that's the whole point. If you feel good one day, you be as well try, go for PBs. One of those good days, you gotta go for it. So today I feel pretty good, so we'll see how it feels. But yeah, let's do this 150 for 1 rep and then see. Okay, I actually felt pretty comfortable. It felt like what 140 used to feel what 140 feels like literally last week. Like 140 felt pretty comfortable. So I think we might try and push heavier. We definitely could have done 3 reps, which is good to know. I think definitely 2 anyway, but I think we could have done 3. So, yeah, we're going to try and go a little bit heavier. Maybe we'll go for a PB. PB is 155, as I said, but might aim for 160 here, which would be ace. I don't know if it's because we changed it up a little bit. Normally we do our light plyos, medium intense plyos, like we just did, double leg pogo series and the drop jumps. And then we go into our max effort, either plyo or jump exercise. And we skipped that today and we just went straight into the lifting, because at the moment my main goal is getting stronger, lifting heavier. So I thought that sometimes after the jumps or the max plyos I'm a little bit fatigued and I can't go as strong in my lifts. So we decided to flip the order, which I've never really done before. So today we've done the light plyos, medium intense plyos, as I said, and then we're going to do our lifting, and then we're going to try jumps after that. So we're doing broad jumps today. So it's just a nice experiment for myself to see how I feel, see how the squats feel, because definitely I've noticed a difference here. I feel way stronger in these squats, and because that's my main goal, you want to do that first anyway. You want to do your main goal first in your session. So my main goal right now is strength, so that's why I'm doing this first. But yeah, normally I like to do the jumps because that's always been my main goal, is to get more explosive. But I feel like now, if I get stronger, that'll help me with my explosiveness. So that's why I'm trying to work on this more. So yeah, it's a nice little experiment, see how this feels. So once we've done our squats, we're going to go into broad jumps, see how my jumps feel. I feel like they'll be crap because my legs will be trashed after squats, but we're just going to get on with it. For now, we've got other days we do jumps first. So just for this day, because squats is my main goal, I want to get stronger in them, we're going to focus on them. So yeah, we've stuck on 160, so we'll see how it goes. It's a 5 kilo improvement from my max effort ever. But that 150 felt the lightest it's ever felt, so I don't see why I can't hit it. But and anyway, if I fail, it's fine. We'll just go back. We'll do a few reps at 150, and then we'll go back to our other working sets. But yeah, we're gonna go try hit it, see how it feels. This is the whole point of training, hitting PBs. And I love chasing this kind of stuff. It's really fun, makes it enjoyable. So yeah, we'll go try it. Not sure how good my depth was there, but we're taking that. I aim for just like parallel distance for me, so that one fix it didn't even feel that bad. I don't know if I should try heavier, but probably not. We'll probably take that for today because it was a really good rep. Well, I haven't looked at my footage yet to see how good it was, but it felt like a very comfortable rep. I felt like even if obviously, maybe I didn't get the full range of motion I wanted, but it's good to get the confidence at this weight. I haven't done this ever before. So it's good to get that confidence at this weight, and then you can work on form after that. That's the way I look at it. But yeah, really happy with that. I think we'll go back, do some back off sets, probably go to 150, and do a few reps there. 2 reps, because like right now we're working on max strength. So what my aim was to do 150, and now it's going to go back to 140 for 3 sets of 3. But now because we managed to hit 160, I think I'll go back to 150 and try and do 3 sets of 2 there. That would be really a massive improvement. So or maybe do 1 set at 150 and go back to 140. I know, like, it's weird. I always change my programming mid-session, because sometimes I just never know how I feel. Like, I was aiming only to do 150 there. I wasn't going to go for 160 at all. It wasn't even in my mind. But because it felt so easy in the warm-up sets, that's why sometimes it's good to go off program. Like, that just felt easy in the warm-up sets. Thought, like, I feel good, so why not just fucking go for it? Why not just push yourself? When you feel like you can, you gotta go for it, because you don't always get those good days. A lot of days, most of the days, to be honest, you don't feel that good. You feel like a little bit crap. So when you can, you've got to go for those PBs, because that's what the whole point of training is. Hitting those PBs, getting stronger, feeling better in yourself. So yeah, I'm delighted I went for that. Happy with that. But yeah, now we'll go come back. And that's what the whole point is, like, auto-regulate your training. As I just said, when you feel good, go for it. Then you can just adjust from there. As long as like the principles are the same, like I'm still working on max strength, I'm just going a little bit heavier. So still the same principles are there. We're just changed up the weight release, to be honest. But yeah, so we'll go into our 150. We'll try see if we can do 2 reps there. Okay, let's do this. We've got 150. We're going to aim for 2 reps here. If I can get 3, I'm going to go for it. But honestly, I'd be delighted with even 1, because I've hit my PB by 5 kilos. I don't really care, to be honest. I'll just be happy getting like 1 or 2 reps at 150. So yeah, let's just see how we go. Nice. That was solid. Good 3 reps at 150. Did not expect that today. But yeah, showed my strength improved massively. It's a 10 kilo PB in 5 weeks. My max before this was 150. Like 5 weeks, no, not 10 weeks, in 5 weeks. It's a 10 kilo PB in 5 weeks. 5 weeks ago, my best was 150. So they've improved by 10 kilo in 5 weeks. Shows someone's working in this program. Working up to these top heavy singles has been amazing. It's helped me so much. That is good. So yeah, we're going to maybe do 1 more set at 150, even if we get 2 reps. Then we'll go back down, do 140 for a couple of reps too. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, we're going on broad jumps now. Don't know how these are going to be after those squats. Really good squats, to be honest. We managed 160 for one, 150 for three, 150 for two, 150 for two. So 4 sets in total. My legs are pretty cooked. But we'll see how these jumps go. You never know. I'm not expecting any PBs here, but because that's not the absolute aim at the moment, we just want to keep a little bit of power work in, especially on this kind of day. This day is mainly for max strength. And then we work on our jumps and sprints a little bit later on in the week, focus on them a little bit more. So I think this is a good idea, switching it up, having strength work first and then maybe doing your jumps, especially if strength work is your main goal. And not something I've ever done, so I'm quite happy that I did it because it's obviously helped my legs. I've never hit 160 before. They felt way fresher rather than doing normally I do 5 to 10 max effort jumps, and that obviously drains the legs a lot, it's max effort, so you're working at your absolute maximum, or trying to anyway, so obviously drains the legs. So at least my legs were a little bit fresher for the squats, which was exactly what I wanted. So now we're just going to work on these, see how we feel. I'm not really worrying about PBs, just want to keep these in the program, just keep these going, especially on today. So yeah, as I said, later on in the week it's more focused on the explosive kind of work. Start of the week I like to work on my max strength when I'm most fresh, because that's the main goal at the moment. So we're going to probably do 6 reps of this in total. Aim just to jump as far as we can and just see how we go. Not expecting any PBs, but we'll see. First one's pretty poor. Second one, not too bad. They're getting a little bit better. Maybe we just need to get into it. We'll see. First one felt really slow and crap, but that second one felt a bit better. A little bit improvement. Getting closer to our normal range. Even if I can just get 1 or 2 at my normal kind of range, I'd be pretty delighted, to be honest. Considering we've just done that many reps of squats. But the more I'm doing them, the more my legs are feeling a bit more woken up for these power movements. So we'll just see. Okay, we'll take that. We did 6 reps. We got them all in kind of a decent kind of range. They're all pretty consistent, which I'm happy with. Nothing really extraordinary today, but we'll take that for this. Considering we just did 4 sets of heavy squats. My legs are cooked, so I'm happy with what the numbers I got for them. Yeah, we're going to move on. We're going to do our accessory work. It's going to be a dumbbell high step up. Yeah, we'll just get into it. Okay, we're on our first accessory move. We're doing kettlebell. Deep, high step up. So the whole point of these is to get deep into that hip flexion, coming out of that position, trying to be nice and strong in that position. I don't really like many step up variations. Sometimes I'm I don't really see what they're doing, but this is one of my favourite ones because you're deep into that hip flexion and you've got to come out of that position, which is something that a lot of people and athletes aren't very good at, such don't do much in their training, is these deep kind of positions and those deep hip kind of flexions. So I think they're good to get to do, and this is one of my favourite variations for it. This is only the second week I'm doing it, but so far I like it. Can't go super heavy, only got 24 kilo altogether with these weight wise, but it's still a very good exercise. And as I say, get you into that deep hip flexion coming out of that position. But it's also very tiring, works on the glutes, hamstrings a lot. So yeah, I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, the main goal with these is to, you want to try and put all the weight on your front foot that's on the box. You don't want to use the leg that's on the floor, or try to use that as little as possible. Try to use as much as you can of weight, the leg that's in front on the box, because that's where you want that force to come through, not from the leg at the bottom. That's kind of cheating a little bit, but obviously you got to do it a little bit, but try and do it as little as possible with this exercise. Okay, we're going to do some calf raises. These are great for working on that soleus, the muscle, especially bent leg. That's the kind of calves exercise that work on the soleus. Great for working on that, and that's very important to work on because in sports and jumping and sprinting, soleus is the one that takes the most of the load. So you need to load it up heavy. This isn't actually that too heavy, but to load it up heavy, get it nice and strong, so you don't get injured when you're doing sprint jumps and all that. Obviously, the sprints and jumps and that strengthen it as well, but it's good to get a little bit of strength work on it too. So we're going to go for 2 sets of 12 here. Okay, cool, and that's us for the day. So that's a really good lower body session. Delighted to hit 160 on my squat. It shows that maybe switching up the jumps and squats is actually a good idea, especially on this day when the main focus is max strength. But on other days when I'm trying to work on more power, I'll keep the jumps first, but when the actual focus is strength, for the squats, the heavy stuff, we will do that first before the jumps. I know my jumps will get worse, but that's fine. We're doing them later on in the week first, so we can work on them properly then. But still want to get some in on this kind of day, just to keep that reps going, keep that power output going. Even if it's not my absolute best, we still want to keep them in, keep doing them. So yeah, probably switch that up a little bit. Accessories were good too. Yeah, overall good session. If you're someone who wants to train this way or train similar to me, I do have a product, the Athlete for Life Hub, that will help you train, look and perform like an athlete. It's in the description below. Or if you want something free, I have a free 6-week plyometric program that'll help take you from never doing plyometrics before into, getting beginners, getting into doing plyometric work. I think plyometrics are so important for everyone, whether you're an athlete or not. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.